Some days the ocean just decides to bless you with wave after wave of funness. Plenty of waves for everyone, and you run out of steam well before all those waves start rolling in. Well, what does surfing and catching waves have to do with automotive advertising? Well, that's what this video is here to discuss. Thanks for checking out this episode of On Target. This is the place where we discuss tips, tactics, and strategies that will help improve your automotive advertising program. So back to our wave analogy. Surfers dream of days when long, smooth, clean waves just show up one after another. But that is not the typical day for an East Coast surfer. Without some type of an event, a tropical storm, a nor'easter, maybe even a hurricane, surfers will spend a lot of time paddling around and hunting for waves. And that's when the impatience sets in and they try to start to force things. Distant bumps out on the horizon start looking like really big waves. Paddle battles ensue with nobody catching anything. And the harder you try to force something to happen, the more frustrated you become. This is when you need patience and discipline to wait for a set and then pick the right wave. Now, a set is simply a series of waves that roll in and give you a choice of more than one wave to try to catch. When the set does finally show up, you're going to have to decide which wave to even go for. If you go too soon, you risk missing the bomb. Wait too long, you might miss all the waves entirely. So, back to the question. How does this apply to your automotive advertising? Well, contrary to popular belief, or at least what most dealers hope for, everyone is not your customer. Just like a surfer needs to pick the right wave, you need to pick the right customer and target your message to them. Much has been said regarding targeting your advertising. Just count how many times you'll hear your friendly media reps say to you, hey, the secret is to reach the right people, and you're in luck because our people are the right people for you. The logic of reaching the right people is extremely appealing, mainly because it's just common sense. But the problem with advertising is it often defies common sense. So, whom do you target? Well, at risk of sounding overly simplistic, I suggest the following. If your goal is to become the truck guy in your town, I'd recommend you target in-market truck buyers and just forget about everybody else. Got the best selection of low-profile rims and ultra-high-performance tires? The Fast and Furious crew might be a good place for you to start. Trying to shore up the classic car market? Well, I'd be looking for all those empty nesters whose favorite song is Glory Days by The Boss. Fortunately, Google, Facebook, YouTube, and most every digital media provider is making targeting in-market buyers pretty easy thanks to their partnership with big data. Now, I know all this sounds very counterintuitive, but hear me out on this one. The market is super competitive and extremely fragmented, and it is impossible for you to try to sell everybody, so why even try? My advice, focus on that most prized customer, that one you really know you can sell, and forget about everybody else. Spend some time researching and creating your ideal customer profile first, then launch that ad campaign based on your targeting criteria. Just like picking the right wave provides tremendous satisfaction to a surfer, picking the right customer and targeting your message to them will prove effective and, most importantly, profitable for you and your dealership. Hey, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it really helpful. If you have any questions or comments at all, don't hesitate to reach out. We would be thrilled to have a conversation with you. And if you did like the content, please subscribe to the channel and go ahead and hit that notification bell that's up in the corner so you'll get a heads up with our next video. Until next time, I wish you and your dealership good selling.